Hello guys, the leader of the UDM United Democratic Movement, General Bantu Holomisa, he has written a letter to the president regarding Dudula movement and the uprisings that are taking place in South Africa. The letter reads, "Dear Mr. President, illegal immigration is forcing South Africans' hands. The complaints of South Africans regarding illegal immigrants are well documented. It raises their ire, and it is certainly a phenomenon that has been escalating of late. Whilst one might disagree on organizations such as Operation Dudula's methodology, their concerns are legitimate, and the poor socio-economic conditions in the township and in the rural areas of South Africa drive the people to act in the extreme. Our people's material needs are not met. Joblessness is skyrocketing, and some merely survive by the crumbs of grants. In general, our people feel abandoned by government. Municipalities fail to deliver on the most basic of services, and money that is meant for development is either squandered through corruption or are not spent due to the lack of capacity. The influx of illegal immigrants puts additional pressure on our already tax-free healthcare system, and the South African taxpayer foots the bill not only for healthcare but all other services provided by government. The hospitality industry appears to be exclusively hiring illegal foreign nationals as they are willing to work below minimum wage, thus robbing South Africans of gainful employment. Our porous borders mean that criminal elements enter the country, and we are facing the scourge of cash-in-transit heist, uninhibited drug distribution, violent robberies, counterfeiting, rampant prostitution, and human trafficking." The next page says, "The criminal justice system is unable to handle these problems, which makes our people feel justified in their action against foreign nationals, legal and illegal. We are a nation to be respected, and at the moment we are being held hostage by illegal immigrants, and this is a powder key waiting to explode. Sending the police to meet the people and groups who are under pressure from failed government policies is not the answer. The UDM would like to suggest that a multi-party committee be formed that will be with and listen to Operation Dudula and other formations grievances to find a way forward. We sincerely hope that your office will seriously consider our suggestion to form such a multi-party committee so that peace and our national sovereignty may be protected. This process may necessitate that our neighboring countries be engaged, especially on issues related to criminality, with a view to seek their assistance in tracing perpetrators, both those entering and those fleeing the country. UN Refugee Agency must also come on board at some stage, as we cannot be expected to shoulder the continent problems alone." This is what General Bantu Holomisa says. And one would then take into consideration the fact that he is not the first political leader to be siding with what is happening in South Africa. I've said it yesterday in a video that there are a lot of problems that ANC should be resolving, but they are sitting on their chairs waiting maybe for the country to go berserk. And then if such thing happens, then they will issue statements. The president went there addressing us about COVID and masks, but he's not addressing the pandemic that we are having in the country, which is not COVID, but the anger that is happening in the country. UDM raises a lot of things here: joblessnesses, crime, all these other things that they are mentioning here. The most thing that I can take from this letter is that he says let's listen to Operation Dudula. We might not agree with the way they're doing things, but let's listen to them and then take it from there and find out how we can resolve the issue. This is an opposing party that is speaking to the president. Then one wonders, if they are on the side telling the president what to look at and how to respond, then what about the president? What is he doing? What is this cabinet doing? Are they just sitting there eating popcorns, enjoying the show? Because if this is a bigger problem, they are the first one who should wake up and solve it. This country, the image of South Africa, is being tarnished each and every time. We are being looked from outside in a different eye, and it's not a good eye. And our president is just sitting there, not addressing the problem with a firm arm. It's going to turn bad for us. It cannot be that we have a president who has been looking at this problem. This problem started a long time ago. Since January, we have been looking at this thing. Erase January. Last year, when those things, the July unrest started, that is where he should have started showing the leadership. It was badly handled that time. Now, we've passed that July unrest. But that action, that pain, that eagerness to go and change something from the angry people, the angry young people, this movement has never went down. It actually intensified. But what the president did is address us about a whole lot of problems, but ignore the bigger one. The elephant is in the room, but they're talking about cheetahs and lions. But the bigger animal is in the room. Now, we might see our country being labeled wrong outside. And that's when they will try and say, let's go and talk to them and get investors, make investors happy. But you should have solved the problem now, not tomorrow. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully the president listens to the problem or the suggestion of UDM and he responds accordingly. But if he doesn't, we continue to see these things on TV where it's a shame to look at how the situation is unfolding. Thank you. Cheers.